Greetings. So, having just completed a capstone master's thesis entire project, I am befuddled by what is currently taking place with Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. Because clearly she's not a doctor. And she's been going on these podcasts and having these conversations about various things regarding relationships, marriages, families, homes, children, etc. And what we can all agree with is that this person is a liar. If we're willing to accept the fact that she's a liar, then we're also willing to look at any advice that she's ever given as questionable and up for reevaluation. But what I find very interesting about this entire thing is that for me, it connects to the exact reason why I decided to go and get my degrees, anyways. Let's talk about that. So, I have been working as a life coach, as a spiritual life coach for the past 10 years. And for the entire time that I have been working as a spiritual life coach, I've spent a significant amount of money, time, and energy investing in myself, whether it was life coaching certification programs. I'm certified as a breathwork facilitator. I have attended ceremony, hosted ceremonies. I have taken various courses from various spiritual practitioners, including Queen Afua, where I was initiated. I've also traveled to Nigeria and gotten initiated as an Iyanifa. So I have done a variety of different things to invest in my education. But at a certain point in my journey working in this industry, I found that people were just buying things from any uh, Sally, Jesse, Raphael on the street. That spiritual practitioners were not doing the things that I was doing. They certainly weren't going to get certified and going to get trained and enlisting in elders in the way that indigenous spirituality is usually practiced and conducted. And what I found is that the majority of people who were headliners in the goddess space, in the Black women spirituality space, were women who not only lacked any credentials, but also lacked integrity. And what I find very interesting is that many of these people just had a large following. They had excellent visuals, excellent graphics, excellent sparkles, the glitter, the gold. They could take videos from a drone on a waterfall and do their hands like this and etc. But meanwhile, not a credential in sight. It's almost as if they could wake up one morning and just literally decide, hey, you know what? I'm gonna leave the childcare industry and just jump into goddess work. I'm going to go from being a stay-at-home mom and go into being a holistic coach, and that's it. And people would follow like whatever, just based off of the amount of followers that they had and how good their graphics were, how good their visuals were, etc. And after 10 years working as a spiritualist and working with Black women in spirituality, I decided enough is enough. I'm gonna separate myself from this majority who don't have any academic credentials, and I am going to put myself in a minority so that not only can you check my records when it comes to the spiritual trainings that I've done, but you can check me in academia as well, right? So this explains why I just completed my master's degree in women's spirituality, gender studies, and social justice. And I completed that degree because I have every intention of going to get my doctoral degree. I have every intention of being Dr. Jaqueen. And this is so relevant. This conversation around Cheyenne Bryant is so relevant because what it does for me is it highlights how over and over and over and over and over again, we have been bamboozled. We have been bamboozled by people who lack credentials, and we've been bamboozled because we've never had to vet or ask for credentials in order for people to have massive publicity. Massive publicity has come without accountability. People have gotten famous, people have blown up, people have taken thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars for things that they were never qualified to execute, and it's just based off of publicity. So I encourage you all to stay vigilant. I encourage you all to stay vigilant. Stay vigilant. Stay vigilant. Don't just jump up and sign on because this person has 100,000 followers. Don't just jump up and sign on because this person has been on somebody's podcast. Don't just jump up and sign on just because that person is the one in the public eye. Do your diligence. Do your due diligence. Do your due diligence and search for people who may not have as big of a following, but for the people who are aligned with you, who are in alignment with the things that you value, with the things that that you need in your spiritual teacher, your mentor, your master coach. Okay, that's my message from me to you. Upcoming Dr. Jaqueen. Not there yet, because I'm not Dr. I'm not going to be like Cheyenne, okay? I'm not there yet, but I am in the making. All right, peace.